Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the gaming channel. And I'm going to be checking out the Call of Duty next showcase event, which is a live event. Basically, they're going to be showing us a couple of things from Modern Warfare 2, maybe some gameplay, multiplayer. Hopefully, we get to see a little bit of Warzone 2 coming out later this year. So I haven't been playing Call of Duty for a minute. I deleted Modern Warfare off of my PS5, and it was the best choice I ever made in my life, bro. The best decision I ever made. The game got progressively worse and worse as new updates would come out for Warzone. So I'm hoping they're going to keep Warzone 2 completely separate from Modern Warfare 2. That way, when they update Warzone, they're not messing up Modern Warfare 2. I like the Modern Warfare series since back in the days. You know, I have a feeling this is going to be a better Call of Duty than Vanguard and Cold War. But without further ado, man, I don't want to ramble because I could ramble all day about Call of Duty. Let's check this out.
We're a team. All of us. Let's go get them.
Ooh, they showed us a little bit of Warzone.
Listen up! These guys on the ground, they are your brothers now!
Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. I am Johanna Ferris, the General Manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth. And we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new...
What y'all learn? How to fucking increase skill-based matchmaking and how to make money with microtransactions? That's all y'all learned. When was the last time y'all gave us a truly great Call of Duty, not including Modern Warfare 2019?
Elevated player experience. One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news. But it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. What long-term vision? That Xbox,
Microsoft bought y'all?
Ultimately, though, we know that you
is going to become exclusive to Xbox.
Of all that. And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and
I ain't even pre-order it, so I'm not going to be able to get the beta till later on in the month.
Creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it.
Pre-orders was good when Grand Theft Auto came out.
Me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person. Things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in
Why are you talking about third person in a first-person shooter?
DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything.
Bro, shut the fuck up and show the game already.
All of the games, and it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun, whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player.
If that was true, if that's all they cared about, then they wouldn't be making skill-based matchmaking the way they make it, destroying fucking lobbies, taking away map voting. Everything y'all been doing has been against fun. All of a sudden it's fun.
Whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you play it, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hope.
Yeah, but that's why y'all promote camp-friendly playstyles over rushing, making the footsteps as loud as they've been. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rusher in Call of Duty nowadays, they make it harder for you. Me, I'm still going to do what I do, but the fact that they trying to say they promote fun for all playstyles is bullshit.
Hopefully today you're going to see that and play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. Fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances
Proximity chat has always been a thing, girl. That's not a new feature.
where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions, and I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body, we've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun, again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're gonna play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've
Thank you. Just shut the fuck up.
taken
man.
up enough time, but before they kick us off
He
the stage,
just realized
can we tell
he's
them
just
about
talking
raids?
shit. Just shut up and put the game on.
So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're gonna release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun. And we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that, but we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges.
He was about to go off because people want something more than just winning. Because all they give you, experience points, like they took away the prestige the last couple of Call of Duties. What do we get for winning? What can we show in the game for all the hard work we put in, leveling up, the amount of time we put into the game? What can we show other than what? Blueprints? You know what I'm saying? He was about to go off on that. Like, these people are so disconnected from their fan base. It's just shocking.
That
not even shocking
when you
but
actually win in Warzone, or you hit
retarded.
different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say, everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Why is the screen black, bro? The screen literally went black, bro. Holy shit.
They have an army.
Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction.
Enemies above. Drill charge.
The hell was that? A shockwave grenade?
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
I'm gonna be honest with you, these graphics look kind of shaky right now. It might be because of the live stream. This is definitely on the Modern Warfare engine, so it should look a little bit crispier than this. We should be at a point where Call of Duty look like Battlefield, bro. Like graphically. Yeah, this should look shaky.
Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
The world is a vampire.
They're behind us.
That'd be cool if you start a multiplayer map like that. Like, you see how, you know, when you play the Battle Royale, you jump out the plane? You can start on one multiplayer map like that, just hopping out a helicopter, parachuting. Third person? That look corny.
Check box 6. Check box 6.
I'm on my way.
Who the hell wants third person in Call of Duty? Like,
Get early access to the
I don't
open
get
beta.
that. Like, you might as well play Fortnite if you want a third person.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
This is campaign.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
Bro, they replaying the same shit?
They have an army.
No.
But we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
It looks like they replayed the same thing over.
Coming back!
Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction.
Enemies above.
Yeah, they replayed the same shit, yo.
Eyes on the hostage.
You're gonna be okay.
My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the there, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is.
We'll see
and
about
it's a dialogue
that.
that we hope to continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience. And people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with, and their experience on this franchise, we're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about, and let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky.
what do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods, one of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a little overwatch.
Campers, you mean?
And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So that we're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board.
Fundamental would be gunplay, maps, and kill streaks, and perks. That's like the core of Call of Duty. So I'm hoping y'all giving us some new type of weapons, some new type of perks, and some new type of kill streaks. Like, that's what I want to see.
This past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe,
Sure do.
can we...
They asked, what's the new features that's going to be in Call of Duty? And this chick said water. Water, bro. Like, that's not something that's new in Call of Duty. Feel me? Call of Duty Ghosts, I believe you could swim in certain... There was a certain map that you could go in the water. I think it was Black Ops 3. There were certain maps you go under the water and climb. Come on, bro.
Can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just a kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics, there's waves with white caps.
So what, this a campaign, a multiplayer map?
There's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater, otherwise you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and every piece of equipment has been filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water?
Oh my God, that's so innovative. It's so groundbreaking. You guys figured out how to do combat underwater in a Call of Duty game. Oh my God.
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. Yeah, really would, instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally, dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
Bro, these people are really
and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. Last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing...
So they took away the slide or they added it? Because to be honest, I prefer sliding than diving. Diving was already a feature before, so... But can you do both? Can you? It would be nice if they could switch it up to, like, you could go in the main menu and you could choose whether you want to dive only or slide only.
Thing is, the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge, you saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player gets close to it, it auto-deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water, and here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down everything, and I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so much more.
This is the TAC cam too, which you guys just saw.
Okay, the heartbeat sensor having a battery makes sense for Warzone. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that it could be a little cheesy, so I kind of like that for Warzone.
Which to me is
Let's be honest, Warzone is going to be the one they pay the most attention to. That's all they care about now is Warzone.
So it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So it's. I expect to see a lot of fun moments with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God. Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me, I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith, and we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think
Meanwhile, there's only going to be like 2 or 3 guns that people play with the most.
The simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch...
Leave my Uzi alone, bro. The Uzi was the best gun for me, bro.
And that's, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, is based in that, changing the weapon type. And I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building
maps was the one thing that was lacking in Modern Warfare 19.
Yeah, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Yes.
But, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War and a bunch of others really well. And so, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there. And
can we see the maps, please?
Really
Guys,
show me. I don't want to hear you talk about it.
Today. Excellent stuff.
Cry?
I might. Hey, it's the first time here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways. And
is this a multiplayer map, or this is like a
mixed with our ledge
ground war
you get
map?
These really cool parkour.
Shit looks big for a 6v6 map, bro.
Yeah, I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic. Jeff, okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps?
Yeah,
I
think
we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. So we've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion
is not a new mode, bro. I believe Invasion came out in Modern Warfare 3, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically their version of zombies, but instead of zombies, it's aliens.
It's a big war map. It's Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20 players.
It's different,
but
though.
There's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying like, hey, get to B, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM, and we kind of did the DOM.
In Prisoner Rescue.
Yeah. Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil.
All right,
when
cool.
you pick them up, you enter
I want to see some Warzone shit, bro.
They're up on your shoulders, and you can't use your primary weapon. Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR, and we have, you know, camera work.
Third person in VR.
The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight space.
I guess this is like an excuse for them because, you know, people were like, oh, what's the big deal with buying skins in Call of Duty? It's a first-person shooter. Well, you might want to buy the skin because look at it. It looks cool in third person.
There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible.
I will never use third person in Call of Duty, bro.
2022,
Ever.
sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
I tried to warn you. We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but
I'm sorry, I don't want to hear them talk no more. I just want to see gameplay.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Take Miles ISO.
Fix your mind.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day 1 for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint.
What if I don't want to pre-order through the PlayStation Store? Is it like you have to? Can you pre-order digitally, or like if I pre-order on the PlayStation Store, can I get the physical copy? Because I'm not buying digital games anymore, bro. I'm buying the physical copy. You know, ever since my main account got banned for some bullshit, and I lost out on a lot of games that I brought digital, I learned my lesson. I will never buy another digital game again.
Playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day 1 for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation.
I don't give a fuck, okay? I want to see gameplay. That's what I want to see.
Play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget...
So September 24 to 26 is open beta for all platforms. September 22nd to 23rd, early access. Cross-play beta.
Friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta.
To Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0. It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is
looks smaller.
expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all our streamers here to jump into.
It looks smaller than Verdansk, bro.
It's
I'll
huge.
keep it
Look at the
100
size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well.
Oh, the construction from Modern Warfare 2?
They're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore.
I ain't gonna lie, this look way better than the
where we have
multiplayer
with geometry here. So we have in this one.
Airport better be a map in the multiplayer, bro. 6v6.
Ooh, that looks familiar.
That does seem familiar. And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is...
That's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other...
Wait a minute, they're gonna let these guys play Warzone 2 right now?
For people who are not us, play
Kinda
Warzone
jelly.
2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
I think
Construction.
drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know? Go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here before.
I know what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuggets in there for
the slide, the dive, the water, like
more swimming.
Yeah. Oh. This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller, you know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
You see the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are.
So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window.
Love Prox Chat.
They're like, yes.
You know,
incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Al Mazrah, quite literally, like have a route we plan, hit the gas station.
Our circle, we think we're good, and then those circles merge, and then those circles kind of close down, move away from it, so we.
I was joking.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very directed fight of like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like, here we go, it's about to kick off.
New way to
And as
make
soon as
it
those
fresh,
circles hit,
bro. I
you
ain't
have that
gonna lie.
final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen. Like, oh, the circle's splitting. We need to do X.
Crazy. Get in the car. We're going now. Go. All right. So apart from so.
I mean, that could be a good idea, but it could also be a case of if it's fixed, don't break it. Or if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Splitting. What about the Gulag? Is that still around? I mean, there's so
Haven't had
much
a
change,
coffee
man.
today,
I mean,
guys.
I'm ready for
Don't
it, but
judge me.
Joe, what do we got?
The Gulag, we've been experimenting with, we've tried some crazy things with the Gulag. But the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. you actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it. And
yeah, we're going to get feedback today, too. Yeah. And like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here. But there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So Strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different ways. In BR specifically,
I ain't gonna lie, they keep mentioning AI. I feel like that's just gonna be an annoying mechanic, bro. Because let's say you're fighting AI to get your loadout. That's basically what the stronghold is. You could choose to enter these areas that's guarded by AI so you could get, your loadout. Basically, that's what it is. But like, if you're freaking focused on AI and then you got real players, like, it's a distraction. You're gonna get killed from a real player trying to get your loadout. I don't know. Let's see how it works.
And if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to
you're wasting all this time to get your loadout instead of fighting real players. That's how I look at it as. It's like, why the fuck are y'all taking away from the actual core of fighting other players? Anything that takes away from fighting other players is annoyance. It's like, bro, you want to get your loadout fast so you could get into the fight to fight other players, bro. Who knows how long it's going to take to clear out the stronghold just to get your loadout real quick to fight real players. I don't know how I feel about this. The buyback, the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit to me, that's what made Call of Duty great. The Battle Royale mode. You could buy somebody back, you get your loadout, get your money. Like, that's what people like.
Large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0
why you keep bringing up the internet,
is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ, I can also confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like
so this is your version of Tarkov, basically?
I always do. Like, you can go quiet.
That's what we're getting here?
You can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil. It's totally up to player choice there, and I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, Ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And Trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning.
Mostly focusing on BR. That's the direction Call of Duty has been moving forward to. All they care about is the Battle Royale. You know, they don't really care about the average Call of Duty players like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Battle Royale too, but I'm a multiplayer guy, bro. Feel me? Grew up on multiplayer. I love multiplayer. And the success of your game is going to rest on the multiplayer, bro. Not everybody wants to play Battle Royale. Not everybody's good at Battle Royale, bro. You feel me? And this is the issue that people have. This is the disconnect, because all they care about is pushing the Battle Royale, because that's their moneymaker right now. You feel me? And they don't really listen to the fans. Like, they just listen to these streamers, bro. Feel me? They going by what these streamers saying, because they act like everybody that plays the Call of Duty now is a streamer, bro. I'm very concerned. I don't know if the multiplayer is going to be good. They haven't really showed anything from the multiplayer. No gameplay. You know, people are going to get to play the game tonight, but still, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting. I've been overreacting this whole video. It's because it's like, yo, I see this company for what they are, bro. They full of shit. You know, they've been full of shit. They don't really care about fun like they say. They increase the skill-based matchmaking. They punish people that are good at the game for being good at the game with the skill-based matchmaking. Are they going to still break up the lobbies? You feel me? Like, they going in this woke direction too. And, bro, I don't even want to just get into it, bro.
For Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th. With the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2.
November 16th?
Mark your
Okay.
calendars, that's about 2 weeks after.
Is it going to be a part of the game, or is it going to be separate, bro? That's the main thing I want to know.
After Modern Warfare 2 launches, and we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and I cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in Al Mazrah for this experience.
And you will have a chance to see a
125 million players, and I wonder how many of them were hackers.
Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al Mazrah on November 16th, but don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around, because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this.
I don't care about mobile.
I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale.
Intel, built for the next generation.
There's gotta be the mobile shit. They showing the old map. Yeah, it's definitely mobile.
Today it's still alpha, so it's only going to get better.
You know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness, all these critical little details combine to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds, all those essential little touches are smooth and accurate. It's about creating an experience that's so true to form, you can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. In Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about that make the combat feel airtight and authentic.
That makes me really emotional, Chris. And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gun.
She looked like she never played Warzone in her life.
Play. For example, when you're out there exploring a map and evading the
I don't care about mobile, bro. This could have been a separate thing.
for them, but they're not necessarily down for the count either because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player, and you can earn your
This could have been a separate video another day. Who cares about mobile, bro?
way back into battle. This is how Warzone Mobile plays out on a truly massive
here,
scale,
bro.
unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before. For this reason, we're pushing way past the envelope on high player counts to make sure each match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting up to 120 live players in the single match.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that is our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected,
Bro, this has got to be one of the most boring Call of Duty reveal events I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, this shit just, I don't know, bro. Is it me? Am I the only one that feels this way? Have I outgrown Call of Duty, bro? Or is it just that they haven't made anything fresh to make me excited again? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, this shit just not hitting for me, bro.
does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Damn, we done fell off a long way, bro. I remember the Black Ops days.
It's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know
God,
that
I
your
miss those
time is
days.
precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, and Warzone Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to play.
I mean, that is so exciting. I totally get that.
Now, one of the coolest benefits of having this kind of connectivity is that Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is loaded up with the same authentic Call of Duty weapons and operators you'll recognize from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And whatever you get from the Battle Pass, you will see it on console or PC. It'll also be there on your mobile device too.
Yeah, but all the money that we spend on skins on Warzone 1 is just out the drain now. We can't use none of those skins that we've brought, that we spent mad money on. There's no more, it's useless now. Because it doesn't transfer over to Warzone 2. So,
And the other way around works as well.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same weapons and operators being shown earlier today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. See, the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise. But at the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes. Above all else, the team is committed to ensuring Warzone Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience right down to its core. Controls are a huge part of it. It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we are supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with cross-playing between mobile devices and consoles, or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a console first player that's sneaking in an extra match during your lunch break, even brand new players to the franchise who need a little help getting into the flow of the game, we are committed to providing the most robust control
code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn, like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
I'm almost tempted to do it. Almost. All right, can we see some gameplay now, please?
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun. I don't know about you guys, but okay, it's been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. You're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now, back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming my way. Ali,
Yeah.
I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home,
Damn, she looks like a young Jennifer Love Hewitt, bro.
once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
Truly. Maven, my good friend, you've played more Warzone than most people on the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah,
how you feeling?
8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The
8
maps,
hours a day for years.
Everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there, placing them under vehicles, trying to blow them up.
This guy's speaking like he never played Call of Duty, bro. You don't look like you play Call of Duty at all. All right, you're just a company man. You're an employee paid to do a job, acting like you play Call of Duty. Half these guys don't even play their own game that they make. Okay, that's been confirmed already, so I don't buy it.
Set booby traps, and now you're telling me I could do them in not only land but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something, man. We really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen, Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer there, and a bit of Warzone 2.0. Cannot wait. But, guys, it's time to get into business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the command center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through all day today. Xfinity customers, they can start playing Modern Warfare 2 sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join. Guys, I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breather, I'm like, there's so much. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to Intel, who's powering all of the streaming PCs here today. Massive shout out to those guys. Clint, there are 2 PCs on every desk. Explain.
I couldn't believe it. Cloaksy is here. Like, the fact that he actually made the trip out, I figured they have to have something special. The fact that you have a dedicated PC to the streaming side and to the gameplay side, and it's set up for this many people. Intel, thank you.
Ridiculous.
This is incredible. It's incredible.
Ridiculous. We're actually almost ready to get into the gameplay, guys. I mean, Ali, you teased it a little.
Yeah,
you
just
played,
a little.
A little, yeah? We played a tiny
I could have
bit.
an accent, too.
You did. I'm getting mocked here. My bloody desk. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday.
Yes.
Pretty fun,
Ain't gonna
but,
lie, the
now we
host
get to
is
watch
carrying
200
this
streamers,
presentation.
some of the world's finest. Quite literally from almost every part of the planet coming together here in this crazy top secret location. What can we expect?
It's going to get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday, it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start
Listen, if Dr. Disrespect ain't there, I don't respect you.
screaming, Miles.
He
It's
should
going to
be there.
insane.
We heard
But I know they don't rock
from,
with him.
Like headphones on, he can be heard from space.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's going to sound like. But my boy Tyler Blevins, Ninja here as well. But like, I think this is a testament to how pumped up everyone gets about Call of Duty every year. Like the fact that there are this many big name streamers in attendance, we're going to see some incredible gameplay, go through the various modes. I mean, this is going to be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time in the Call of Duty world. In this venue right now, we've got streamers and players from, all across North America, South America. We've got players all over Europe, Japan, Australia, you name them. We are all over here. Mobile players everywhere. Yeah. How do you describe the vibe in the room right now?
I mean, it's just incredible. It's a bunch of homies who love Call of Duty all in one room getting ready to grind. And, I was talking to them earlier. I was walking around doing the round saying what up to everybody. They're going hard, right? Like, I was talking to some of the Warzone guys, Repos. He's like, I'm here to fry. Zuma's ready to go. So I'm interested to see them with these new weapons and the gunsmith, what they come up with, especially our new game modes like Prisoner. It's going to be lit.
Listen, as much as they're here
Whatever
for
you
their
say,
love of
Klay
Call of
Thompson.
Duty, they're also here because they want that banger clip. Like, everybody wants, like, like, you're trying to go out and fry some of these big names, get a clip out on social, your YouTube, whatever it's going to be. So, yeah, I'm sure people are going hard in the paint or falling to their death at their Tim. I'm sure we're going to have a couple of those.
We'll go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, nameless.
Yeah, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks gorgeous. It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns
I like
about
the
visual
colors
side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. It's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, but it'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you been?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a single word. Ali, not a word. But
not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate Shot's streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard, and
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now. He's having a good time.
And we're
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step it up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No.
No.
Yeah.
He's doing the classic. He's going to his set. He's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't.
My sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the
Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having,
So, I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments. And it's just a better version of that.
Seems like a good middle ground,
It's just a better version of that, right? Like, the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all the different attachments. And, for the class of weapon that you have, like, you can change it up. Turn an M4 into an SMG. Like, that's really cool.
Oh,
that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly gross.
One of the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty world.
One of the maybe the,
if not the. Yeah. I don't know why I said it that way.
All right, I've seen enough, bro. I'm right here falling asleep. This shit. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna get the game regardless. You know what I'm saying? Lifelong Call of Duty fan here. Maybe that's part of the problem why they don't really make that much of improvements, because we still buy the shit. But it's Call of Duty, bro. If you guys can spend your money on 2K every year and it's just a freaking glorified roster update, then I could buy my Call of Duties every year too. You feel me? That's actually a game that I excel at. Like, I'm actually a beast in Call of Duty. You feel me? But yeah, I guess I won't know how I truly feel till I play the multiplayer. And like I said, I just hope they keep Warzone 2 separate from the main game. But I don't think that's the case. They haven't mentioned that. And if they release any footage from Warzone later, then I'll react to it and I'll upload it on the channel. It's a long-ass video, by the way. I apologize for that. But, I thought we was going to see something exciting, some cooler-looking maps. I'm hoping we get a remake of High Rise, but who knows, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's your boy Dollars. I'm a holla. I'm out of here.